Do or die. Love that song. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, good people. It is Sunday morning, and I really ain't been talking about this dude, man. I really ain't. We just got to get to the trial. He already went to. He already went to. They did something, and he was in court. But you know they got videos, man. They got everything on Puffy, man. It's looking like it's gonna be a wrap. Looking like, all right. Two New York cats. Donald Trump getting shot at. Kitty going to jail. Donald Trump went to jail. And his rallies are still drawing big crowds. And Kamala's is not. But all these events have been pointing towards Kamala winning, man. She's HBCU. She went to Howard University. All right. And this is whatever day he go here, man. Mark your calendars. Because you know, Trump said, "You're eating the cats and dogs." In Springfield, in Ohio, they're eating the cats and dogs and ducks. And, you know, he sounds like an old crazy man. But then it comes out. But you can't trust, he really can't trust the internet, man. They said that lady that was eating the cats, they said, first of all, she ain't Haitian. And then second of all, that wasn't Springfield, Ohio. We just see a video. We're like, oh, shit. Man, they be out here lying. Regular people be lying, too. The government lies, the media lies, and regular people, they will lie, too. Especially if you got a YouTube channel, you want to get that shock value. Definitely. All right. So Trump is talking about he's going there. He's gonna pull up to Springfield, Ohio. I'm like, I wouldn't do it, man. As much as people been shooting at you, man. Uh, let's get to it, man. Like I said, Trump is hard to kill. I brought this up the first time he got shot. This movie, Steven Seagal, Hard to Kill. A release date, Super Bowl date. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, home of Batman, DC Comics. Trump is hard to kill, man. Where's this picture at? Here we go. Time magazine. Trump on the golf course. All right. The second time he got shot at was on the golf course. It says Time in trouble. You see a picture with Trump. He's buried in the sand. All right. So shout out to people who was like third time's a charm. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm thinking Trump is synced up with O.J. Simpson. The death of O.J. Simpson. Let me tell you why. Trump is synced up with O.J. Simpson. Right? And Kamala too. Because Kamala just did a town hall meeting. She had to have Oprah have her back. She can't do nothing by herself, right? She did that other interview drunk. They said she was drunk. I showed you the picture of the whore of Babylon. She got a cup in her hand, so it makes sense. And they said she go everywhere drunk. She's always drinking. So that's gonna be something to look out for. But yeah, she had to do an interview with Oprah, and they damn near said Oprah was looking like, yo, this lady is crazy. This lady ain't got it up. But I showed you this when they first said she was gonna be the nominee. I showed you this from The Simpsons, right? O.J. Simpson just passed away. Oprah Winfrey elected president November 8th, right? Kamala, KH. K is 11, H is 8. So she's it's looking. I mean, it's all this stuff is turning out, man. Because Donald Trump, The Simpsons. I'm saying I'm thinking The Simpsons got something to do with this. I don't think it's OJ. It's the actual Simpsons. All right, and they're fact checking this right now. But they ain't got to do too much fact checking because most people don't give a shit. You know, it looks fake as fuck. But who gonna do something about it? That's the question. Yeah, they've been predicting this stuff. All right, Kamala and Oprah hook up. I got the video. Where is it at? Here we go. So that boom, I get to watching a little bit of it, and I see that this lady got a fake name, Star Walker, right? Like almost kind of like Luke Skywalker, Star Walker. I'm like, that's not good. And they got to do a Zoom town hall meeting because I'm gonna say this, right? This is what they've been saying about these rap chicks, right? Like Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion and stuff. Like it's cool on the radio, right? Because you don't gotta do nothing. You don't gotta invest nothing to listen to them on the radio. But to go to a concert, right? If you want to go see Kamala, that's a whole nother story. You could support Kamala from your computer all day long. But are you willing to put some gas? Gas is like $3.50. Gas up your car, drive all the way. They was in Wisconsin, I think 2 days ago. Drive all the way out there just to support this woman, and nobody's doing that. Right? Make gas cheaper, and you might could get a crowd. But she's struggling to get a crowd. Just like Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion struggle to get a crowd because it's easy to support you on the internet and on radio, but for me to take my hard-earned money and go out my way and spend time, invest time and money to go support you, yeah, a lot of people just ain't with it. A lot of people just ain't doing it. You ain't talking about enough. You're not moving the people's souls enough that they want to go spend their hard-earned money. A few people just want to go have a good time, but most people's like, no, I'm not fucking with it.
Within their personal networks.
See what they want to talk about.
Hairball 2024, let's go!
And you can see it, I predicted this not a long time ago, but a while ago. I'm like, the Democrats is going to be the party for women, and the Republican Party is going to be the party for men, because there's a lot of indigenous men who is like supporting Trump, right? Now, if I didn't know that all this was bullshit, I probably would be supporting Trump too. It's just what he be talking about. I like the truth, right? I'm a truther. So if it wasn't for me knowing all this, I probably would be supporting Trump too, right? And I'm pretty sure my female counterparts is like, I kind of like Kamala. But, it is what it is. I predicted this. It's going to be the party of women, the Democrats, and the Republicans going to be the party for men. All that black and white stuff is that's old school. The new separation, the new division, the ultimate division is man and woman. Because if we can't get along, then how we going to create families and, keep the race or the species going? Because like I said, they need less people. With AI and robots coming along, right? That's why all the shooting with the cops, that's why they make such a big deal about the shooting with the cops, because cops is going to be robots. And then it ain't going to be no, you can show your cleavage and get out of a ticket. And ain't going to be no reasoning with the cop. Nah, it's just going to be boom. Robot cop pulls up, RoboCop. Hold on. Let me show you something right quick. RoboCop pulls up. RoboCop is in Detroit right now. Yeah, there's a statue of RoboCop in Detroit. I think that's where the movie was made at. Matter of fact, Yeah, so this is the statue of the RoboCop, right? Detroit's massive RoboCop statue. This is what's coming. Now, it ain't gonna be like this. It's gonna be mostly the dogs and the cars. It's gonna be self-driven and all. I mean, you already see what's going on. Cars could drive themselves. Detroit's massive RoboCop statue may finally see the light of day, right? So RoboCop, he ain't got no feelings. He has no problem, taking out Americans. So once they get their fleet of RoboCops going on, that's when stuff gonna get, a little tricky. The Terminator kind of warned us about this a while ago. But yeah, Detroit got this big old statue of the RoboCop. All right, these RoboCops are gonna be pulling people over to replace, these cops as shooting people, right? But the RoboCops, they gonna have guns too. They gonna shoot people too. Ain't gonna be no emotion involved. It's just gonna be straight AI, straight by the book, right? So these things people crying for, you gonna get it. They'll give it to you, right? And it's already a part of the plan, right? That's the thing. They make you want your oppression, right? Going back to this Patriots Day, they make you want your oppression, right? These two twin tires fall, right? One's male, one's female. This is another more symbolism, right? The two twin tires. A lot of people don't know. One's male, one's female, one's black, one's white, right? Represent the duality of this world. Boom. Two tires fall. You break that down because that's mommy and daddy. That's the family. Now you just got one tire, right? That's male and female coming together, right? The trans movement, right? Transformers. They got all these words, cis trans and all this shit, right? So boom. Monday night game. Oh, Thursday night game. Thursday night game. Right? These Monday nights and these Thursday night games, there's always gonna be some a little extra storyline to it, right? You got the New England Patriots, right? I just showed you this Patriots Day, right? This is when the Patriots, they came up with this act when the Patriots was winning all these Super Bowls, right? And after the Twin Towers failed, so it became the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act took away a lot of freedoms, right? We're less free now in 2024 than we was in 2000, right? September of 2000, right? And it's all by design. So, like I said, this game over here, the Chiefs versus my bad. The Falcons played on a Monday night game, right? And they barely won against the Philadelphia Eagles. And I said there was a change of guard from old Boule to new Boule. All right, we got another change of guard right here. Patriots was America's team, right? Winning all those Super Bowls. Patriots, it's a war team, right? That's what the Patriots are, a war team. Fighting for America, right? America's freedom. And spreading democracy. So now you got the jets, right? What kind of jets? Probably a fighter jet. So I'm looking at this was like a war game, right? This was Aaron Rodgers' first game back at MetLife. Aaron Rodgers' career, right? He was sitting at 152. This was a big game for him, so of course he gets to 153. Like how Mahomes last year went 15-3 in the playoffs. Right, Catholics, 153. So this was a big game. I think the Jets is gonna get rolling. They're one of the better. They looking like one of the better teams in football after that win last night. Patriots got a black quarterback and a black head coach. I think they're gonna win some games. They ain't gonna win a lot. This is like, to me, this is another change of the guard for the war team, because Hezbollah just lit off pagers, right? Who the hell got a pager They said all these pages went off at the same time, causing some explosions. Hell of people got died. Hell of people got hurt, and this this happened the night of that game, the Patriots versus the Jets. Right. So to me, that was clear that we're about to we're gonna get involved in this. Right. I don't think they want no smoke with Russia, but the real thing is they want a white state in the Middle East. That's the big thing with what's going on in Israel. That's the main thing. They want to set up a white state in the Middle East, right? So they're doing everything to get these Palestinians up out of there, and that means if they got to pay a few Palestinians to be Hamas, because that's what's really going on. You got to pay a few Palestinians to be Hamas, right? So we can make an excuse to go to war. Same thing with 9/11. It's just an excuse to go to war, and really just to get those people out that area, right? So the Jets will make the playoffs. I almost can guarantee it. 14 games got to the 2024. New York Jets are on a quest to snap a 13-year playoff drought. 13. If you spell out NFL, it equals 13. So they will end that drought. Jets will make the playoffs. What they will do in the playoffs right now, I don't know. But it's looking good right now. It's looking good right now. I'm going to tell you, big number for this week is going to be 28, right? Today, as we speak, is 28 days until Kamala Harris's birthday, right? So anything you see with a 28 when you're going through this morning or this afternoon before the games come on, 28 should be the number, right? I'll tell you right now, Lamar Jackson is sitting at 28 wins on the road, I do believe. All right. I like Dallas today. I like Dallas today. And it's another game I'm looking at too. Chiefs versus Falcons. The Chiefs ain't been to Atlanta in a long time. Right? Atlanta, the new home of the Boule. I'll go ahead and tell you I like Atlanta tonight. That's the night game. But, I like to be cautious. I like to be cautious. I like to wait till the game come on and see what the announcers is talking about, because the announcers usually give you the biggest clue. Watching the game is gonna give you really the biggest clue, because whatever numbers is really important. Whatever player is really important, they're gonna highlight that player. They're gonna highlight some numbers. It's a big number game. It had this go down this past week, which I thought was kind of interesting. A sheriff shot a judge, right? If you spell out judge, as you're gonna see, I'm gonna show you. If you spell out judge, it equals 47. You spell out gavel, it equals 47, right? 47. We looking to get the 47 president, right? So this really caught my eye. A sheriff shoots a judge. He must have been sleeping with his wife. I mean, that's the best excuse I could come up with of why this happened. But a sheriff shooting a judge, right? And we know that Kamala is a prosecutor, right? Trump is a criminal. That's the way the storyline played out. She's the prosecutor, he's the criminal. But it's just you can't make. I mean, you can't write a better script, right? Shout out to the script writers, man. So Trump been getting shot at. All right. So a county sheriff shot and killed a judge in Letcher County, right? At the courthouse. This is crazy. State police at Letcher County. Sheriff Sean M. Steins, 43, fatally shot district judge Kevin Mullins, age 54. Bruh, come on, bruh. Catholic, 54. That's the big number. P. Diddy sitting at 54 years old right now. All right. I know y'all tired of that Taylor Swift picture with the 54 seconds on there, but I gotta drive it home, man. That's the big number, bro. It's gonna stay the big number. So yeah, this story with all these 47s, right? The killing of Judge Kevin Mullins at the age of 54 came on 72 date numerology, just with order 54 and 72. He was working in the 47th Judicial District, right? Judge equals 47. Gavel equals 47. Obey equals 47. Authority equals 47. Government, 47. It goes with his killing coming 47 days before the election, right? This is 47 days after Tom Brady's birthday, too. It's funny how that played out. Same day that game was going on with the Patriots and the Jets. All right, Republican 47, Whig 47. It used to be a party before the Republicans was called the Republicans. They was called the Whig Party. All right, and you know these dudes used to wear wigs and powder makeup, and like real sus activity, right? I'm talking about the founders of this great nation. All right, Democrat 47, President 47, White House equals 47, DC equals 40. I think Washington DC equals 47 too, and Trump equals 47. All right. Lincoln is also the man who blamed the U.S. Civil War on the Jesuit order. Yeah. Shine them signs. This is the sheriff. He equals 47. They're in the 47th district. This is just way too many 47s. Okay, yeah. 47th district judge Kevin Mullins. 163, 38th prime, death 38, murder 38, killing 38, RIP equals 38, rapper equals 38. So, Kentucky, I'll be looking to see what goes on in Kentucky. Matter of fact, I was looking to see what goes on in Kentucky, and I had it up here. There you go. Kentucky played yesterday afternoon. Kentucky played the Ohio Bobcats, right? They won the game 41-6. If you add that number up, guess what you get? 47. 47. Now, with all that talk about the Boule, ESPN, I didn't even know this was happening this week. I was having an HBCU weekend, right? Stephen A. Smith went to Winston-Salem, HBCU. Shannon Sharpe, who got fired from FS1, right? Went over to ESPN, hooked up with his HBCU homeboy, Stephen A. Smith, right? His Boule homeboy. And now they over there getting on everybody's nerves that ESPN is what the word. The word is they over there causing a lot of smoke over at ESPN, right? But they went to Howard University. Guess who college that is? The alumni for Howard University. One of the most polarizing people of the day is Kamala Harris. She went to Howard University. I need to see who won this game. Matter of fact, Hampton playing Howard, and they were there. They putting a spotlight on the HBCUs, really putting a spotlight on the Boule. That's what it's really coming down to. All right. Because, these secret societies, it seems like they all get to take a turn, right, for rituals. A few years ago when the Denver Nuggets won the championship, like 2 years ago, right? After 47 years, the Denver Nuggets won a championship, right? And that secret society that was in the forefront during that time was Skull and Bones, right? So now, this upcoming year is going to be all about the Boule. Going to be a whole lot of Boule rituals, right? So just got to get ready for that. Okay, so boom, Shannon Sharpe fired from FS1, right? He had to leave because Skip Bayless was getting on his damn nerves, right? And then eventually Skip Bayless got fired, right? Like Donald Trump used to say, You're fired. So things is going bad for Skip. While everything's going great for Shannon Sharpe, right? This dude, this dude goes live on Instagram, right? Just shout out to Cameron because Cameron's like, man, you know what it takes to go live on Instagram? You got to hit like 4 buttons to go live on Instagram. You can't accidentally go live on Instagram. It'd be so hard to do. Shannon Sharpe goes live on Instagram, and you can hear him in the background having sex with a woman that we think, right? And this is funny because there was a lot of gay rumors about Shannon Sharpe, right? It was calling Club Shay Shay. That's his show. They was calling that Club Gay Gay. And so it kind of dispelled the rumors for a hot second. I took camera and said what he said, and then it's like, yeah, that's true. It takes a lot to go live. You got to hit a few buttons to go live. You just can't accidentally go live on Instagram. And then he got to bragging about it though. Like but he apologized, but was bragging about the tape. It's like, yeah, bro, we ain't trusting you, bro. We are not trusting you, homie. What else I want to get into, man? That Kentucky shooting. All right. Oh yeah. I meant to play this the other day because I got her. I got Kamala shouting out. All right. She's giving a shout out to the Divine. Let me play that right quick. I gotta go find it. My bad. Hit the like button for your brother, man. We up here early morning, early afternoon, late morning. All right. The dude shot at Trump. Okay, here she go. Here she go. She dressed to the nines. She got a nightgown on. What you got, a show tonight, girl? Looking like Gladys. Morning.
Let me just say about Joe Biden. I have.
Goddamn Captain.
Hello to all my Divine Nine brothers and sisters. And my sorors. And to all my HBCU brothers and sisters. Let me just.
Yeah, you see where we're going? You see where I'm trying to get with this? Do you see? Can you see? This is her chance to shine, man. You got Oprah backing you up. The NFL's backing you up. The college football's backing you up. All these occult rituals, they are pointing right to the word black. And they're pointing right to her. And, this is going to be history. Yeah.
Tonight, we're calling on people from across our great country who are.
And then remember, Oprah was involved with that Maui fire. The fire that was in Maui in Hawaii. Oprah and The Rock. A lot of people was pissed at her. It was pissed off about that. Her taking advantage of that situation. All right. Maui, Hawaii pretty much burned down. And, it was a lot of weird stuff going on about that. Let's talk about it looked like they used lasers to set the whole island on fire. So I do believe it was like anything with blue didn't catch fire, something like that. And it was I'll just say conspiracy surrounding that. But yeah, nobody talks about that no more. That just got swept under the rug. And here's Oprah right back. But a lot of people wasn't feeling Oprah after that Maui situation. And it looked like she came and tried to take advantage of that, tragedy.
Fired up for Vice President Kamala Harris. After an electrifying Democratic National Convention, Kamala Harris raised record-breaking campaign donations, became a viral sensation, And then the world watched her step into her power and dominate that debate.
You're not running against Joe Biden, you're running against me.
In an unprecedented surge, grassroots coalitions have organized in lightning speed, creating a tidal wave of support.
Black women, were you in the meeting last night?
I'm telling you, man, this is mostly women at this. The brothers is not feeling it. The brothers is not feeling it. We are not rocking with Kamala Harris. They can see right through this shit. Protect yourself, fellas. Protect yourself.
It all started the night Kamala Harris announced her candidacy. Advocacy group Win with Black Women, a collective of thousands of Black women leaders from around the country, founded by Joteka Edie, hosted a Zoom call to support the campaign. Within hours, they raised $1.6 million and had so many people on the line, they almost broke Zoom, y'all.
I was on Zoom with 44,000 other Black women who were all focused on getting this woman to the White House.
Win with Black Women was the original spark that inspired over 100 other groups to organize their own Zooms for Kamala, like Win with Black Men, White Women Answer the Call, White Dudes for Harris, Jewish Women for Kamala.
Be the badass Jewesses that I know you all are.
Comics for Kamala.
She is the president.
I tell you one group that ain't messing with Kamala. The Muslims, because what's going on over here in Gaza and Israel, the Muslims is totally backed out on the Democratic Party, and this is the twist: they're not going to Trump. Hold on, wait a minute. The Muslims are not messing with Trump neither. They ain't messing with Kamala neither. We got somebody else in the race, yeah. And I listened to this lady. You know what? I got to switch up. Said I was leaning towards Trump if I was to vote, which I'm not. This lady, Jill Stein. Hold on, wait a minute. So I got a better way to do this, man. Y'all check this lady out, man. This is who I be. Anytime her videos pop up, I damn near watch them. I damn near gotta watch them.
Here's a headline that they don't want you to see. A lot of people, they're not paying attention, but it doesn't mean that it's not going protesting, walking away from Kamala in droves.
I want to make one thing very, very, very clear. We are
This dude funny.
going to do everything in our power to make sure Kamala Harris doesn't win. Vote for, if you want Donald Trump to win, say that. I will vote for Satan if I have to. I don't care who we got to deal with for the next 4 years, as long as you motherfuckers know that you f***ed up and you guys are going to deal with some type of repercussion for what happened for the last 10 months. I don't care who we vote for. I'm voting for independent candidate, either Justine or Cornel West. I know they're not going to win, but at least we'll take progress to hopefully one day having more than 2 parties and 2 candidates where we have a system with actual options. Until then, cope. We're going to make sure, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that does not win and the Democrat Party loses the election.
If you can't listen to Palestinians telling you that Kamala Harris funded and supported our genocide, therefore we are not voting for her, therefore we are not going to support her publicly.
For those of us outside,
That's how you stay on code, man. Shout out to them. They like, they sticking together.
Malcolm said of white Jewish.
Now this is Jill Stein interview, right? And this is her roommate, right? He don't got no suit on. His brother is dressed in Muslim garb, right? Now what happens is there's a Democratic shield up there, right? A shield protects, right? A Democratic shield. Well, as a matter of fact, the whole Breakfast Club is Democratic shields, really. But they're trying to, not seem like it. Charlemagne and DJ Envy, they bring these 2 women in, right, who are Democratic shields, for the heat can not be on them, right? But everybody know Charlemagne's a Democratic shield. It was on his show where Joe Biden said If you don't know if you vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black. He said black with an emphasis on it too, right? But yeah, this interview went left real quick, man, because Jill Stein was up there eating their ass up, man. Shout out to Jill Stein. Matter of fact, if I was to vote, which I'm not, Jill Stein would probably get my vote.
Because y'all want butter biscuits? You're only black faces in high places that don't give us any representation. You represent yourself. Yeah, that's what all y'all do when you get in front. You start running interference for these people against us. Angela Rye, you are not with the people. You are with the establishment, specifically the Democrat side of the establishment. And you're super loyal right now because y'all forced Pelosi and Obama to put Kamala on as president when nobody wanted her but y'all. You didn't even give us an option. Yeah, you're super loyal to Kamala because y'all really believe that's your personal friend. All of them. Angela, Charlemagne, they love telling us that Kamala is their friend. Insurance for the everyday American. Homeowners insurance. Everything continuing to go up everywhere. Food, groceries, companies closing doors left and right. Illegals flooding our communities, giving them all this money. Listen, this is why people...
That's our policy. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, right? That's our policy. What policies do you got, Kamala? Because the policies that's going on right now, people ain't liking it. People ain't digging it. So if you're gonna come in with the same Joe Biden policies, everybody's like, yo, we kind of done with that. We liked how it was in 2016, but they're not going back to the past, bro. Trump is a billionaire, man. I don't think he signed up for 8 years to be the president. I mean, look how young Obama looked in 2008, and then by 2015, this dude got more gray hair than my granddaddy. That job wear your ass out. It's a job. It's a real job, right? Probably one of the hardest jobs. One of the harder. I mean, it ain't offshore drilling or motherfucking what's that shit? The Deadliest Catch. Remember that show? It ain't that. But still stressful job. I say that. It's a stressful ass job. It age your ass real quick. I don't think Donald Trump signed up to do. When they was in their little secret meeting and they gave Donald Trump the script, it was like, bro, I'll do it for 4 years. But if I'm a billionaire, the last thing I want is a fucking job. It's the last thing I want. A stressful job at that. Something easy. Okay, cool. But a stressful job, I don't want no fucking. Donald Trump he ain't signing up for that. As much as people want him to be president, I don't think he really want to do it. And I think he knew that going in. So, him not winning, it ain't gonna be. He ain't gonna cry about it. I'll tell you that. He might act like it to stir up a civil war or something like that, but he really don't give it. He really don't give a shit. Come on, think about it. If you was a billionaire, would you want a job, a stressful job? Everybody blame you. Shit go wrong. Well, hell no, y'all can keep that shit. And I'll just do what billionaires do and just pay off the politicians. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Why would I be a politician when I could just pay them off and they just do my dirty work? Because that's how they gonna do that. They want to get paid, and then boom, I get paid. I'll pass your bill. That's the easy way to do it. But anyway, let's keep pushing.
People like Angela Rye will never have the influence they once had over the black community 5 or 6 years ago. It's over for y'all, all y'all. You need to pack it up. You have really ruined your reputation amongst the people, and we see exactly who you are now. You're not for us. You're not with us. You're with the people that's against us. And that's exactly what this Jill Steinware interview proved.
Yeah, the grassroots people, but they still got, the Divine Nine, man, is very influential, man. Boule is very influential. So that's why they could talk to people how they talk to people. I just seen a post that said, this is a, I don't know if this lady's a real representative from the Democrats, but she put up, let's see if I can find it, bro. Things you niggas need to know before you, I mean, that's exactly what it said. Things you niggas need to know before you vote. Trump did not give you $1,200. Kamala Harris is in fact black. Boy, yeah, and this I blame James Brown, man. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. But it was people before that. Stokely Carmichael was trying to push that black shit. And you know, Dr. King was still alive at the time, so he was trying to nip it in the bud. Because Dr. King, you know, Dr. King, that dude graduated high school at like 16 or something like that. He was already in college at 17. So Dr. King, he's real smart, man. And yeah, this is how they talk to us, bro. if people didn't know, this is how they be. This is how they be. They talk to us like we stupid. You know what I'm saying? Which in some regards they might be right because we just keep falling for the same shit over and over again. But yeah, they got into a little tiff, man, on this show right here.
Proved. We know they're hostile with conservatives, but these two are far away from conservative. The problem is they're a threat to their friend. From the beginning of the interview, it was very apparent that she was given the same marching orders to go against these two. Why? Well, I'll tell you why they'll treat any candidate like this except for Kamala, even Jill Stein and Cornel West. That and more coming up, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. She highlighted that Jill Stein ran in the same election as the first black governor of Maryland and the first black president of the United States, but she didn't highlight that she ran against Hillary or mention that Hillary was a white woman. Yeah, Angela carefully crafted this question, attempting to blow the dog whistle at black people. See again, Angela, this would have worked 6 years ago, but girl, it's a brand new day, and black people are already conscious of what you're doing now. She was trying to flip Jill as a candidate only running against black people, when she also ran against Mitt Romney, and not just him on the state level, but Hillary and Trump too on the national level. They're all white. But no, Angela made sure to highlight the first black this or that. That was on purpose. It was a very hostile, disingenuous question, like all of her questions throughout the whole interview, designed to get black people in their feelings and to look at this from a racial lens. The whole interview, she had questions that she would never ask her friend Kamala, but let me tell you, it backfired on Angela. Take a look.
And it's crazy how all this is lining up with the 59th Super Bowl, and 59 is, you know, Negro, black, Negro slave, Rasta blues. It's, you know, it's all just lining up, man. I'm gonna play this right quick because this is about the cats, right?
And again, because we don't,
the Haitians eating the cats. Because what would usually happen is you come out and say a group of dark-skinned people is doing something, right? It comes off offensive. What usually happens is the indigenous people of America would stand up and take that fight. But in this situation, as y'all can see, you know, the indigenous people is like, you know, y'all on your own, bro. You know what I'm saying? There has been a divide amongst the quote unquote diaspora. All right. And I highlighted this, you know, a few years ago with that Creed 3 movie. I'm like, it seemed like Hollywood got a lot of brothers going up against each other, and now boom, we here. Tariq Nasheed is leading the charge. I'm gonna get on that, but he's telling the truth, right? This was the truth. This is the stone cold truth, because as usually, bruh, don't nobody else fight quote unquote white supremacy like the indigenous people of America. No other group does it. Go and you know, fight against the establishment, and nobody, everybody else just fall right in line, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're from Nigeria, Ghana, the Caribbean. You know, they come over here and they just fall right in line. But we've been doing this shit for a long time, so we wake up and kick white supremacy right in his ass. You know what I'm saying? Never scared. You know, and they look at us like we crazy, but they also something goes down like this with this cat eating situation, they'll fall behind us and let us go out there and fight the charge. But we ain't doing it no more. We ain't fighting for everybody no more, man. We done took on the Donald Trump notion. Like, you want us to fight for us? You want us to fight for you? I mean, shit, you're gonna have to pay us. That's another reason why people like Trump, because we'll be out there protecting the whole damn world and nobody pays us shit. We'll give you money. We'll give Israel money. We'll give Ukraine money. When y'all should be paying us. Yeah, we do some shit for you. Yeah, you gotta come out of pocket, man. That's the business mind of Trump. Like, we can't just be out doing shit for free, bro. No. So they don't like that, because this is, like I said, this is a foreign entity doing business on our land. So their whole objective is to get money, resources, energy out of us and send it to other foreigners, because the U.S. corporation is foreign to this land, right? Ain't no country no more. This is a corporation. This is about money.
Don't have the capes on. We're not running interference to save any. Yeah. And again, because we don't have the capes on, we're not running interference to save anybody. Everybody has to hold their own nuts. People look at us like, okay, you guys are the problem because you ain't saving us. That's what that's about. And the reason why we're not jumping to the rescue is because in these spaces and in other spaces, remember, so many Haitians and Caribbeans would talk all that trash to us about how better they're doing, how much smarter and harder they work when they get here. We're just lazy, and the white people like them because they work so hard and they got so much work ambition. This is what they would tell us, and we're like, okay. And they came over with $2, and we've been here for centuries, and they're doing so much better.
Okay, now I gotta do this, because like how you said, they come over into these spaces. So he's talking about X, or it used to be Twitter. So he's saying they'll come over in these spaces and talk down on us, right? The indigenous people of this land. But this is the thing about that Twitter spaces. Like I said, man, it's all a game, bro. It is all a game. Those because if you ever watch Tariq, go to Tariq channel. You go to Tariq channel right now. I guarantee you, there's like a Nigerian dude who called into Tariq, or there's a Haitian dude that calls into Tariq, or there might be a Muslim dude who calls into Tariq talking bad about indigenous people, right, of America. But this is the thing, though. Those people who call in are actors
and are doing the exact same things. No. The reason being is due to him now dubbing himself as a race baiter, which is nothing but a troll, antagonizing and disrespecting random people on Twitter for entertainment and YouTube content, who he claims are immigrants of other countries from other continents. But they're actors.
So if you look at African immigrants, you look at the average household income, it's higher than the foolish black Americans.
So why do you have Boko Haram kidnapping whole villages in your homeland, sir?
Hey, young man, let me just direct you. Those Boko Haram guys are FBA terrorists sent to destroy the continent of Africa.
Zulu's Nigeria.
And that's in Nigeria. He's not Nigerian.
Oh, okay. So now we're picking and choosing which African nation is what. So that's what we're doing. So we're talking about different nations and ethnicities. We're a different nation and ethnicity as well. So what's superior? I want to know what's superior. And what is your culture, by the way? What exactly is your culture? Zimbabwean. Okay, what's Zimbabwean culture?
You mean Rhodesia?
First of all, yeah, I'm glad that you gave me a country that's not mine. So you can attack that country all you want.
And this goes on all day, man. He got hundreds of thousands of videos where he's you know, these immigrants call into his show. They diss him. He diss them back. You know, and it's a show, man. I don't believe those. I believe those are actors calling into it.
Be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
It's funny that Johnny Depp says the last time an actor assassinated a president, because that actually happened. That was Lincoln, right? There was that dude named John Wilkes Booth. Yeah, he was an actor. It was in a theater, right? Now that I think about it, even that seemed like a stage production too.
Look, as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
Oh yeah, like I said, when Trump got shot in the ear, a Christian lady was like, I wish they would have took him out. I said, are you can't say that. That is not very Christian of you. And now this dude, shout out to this guy right here, man, because he just straight up asked the question.
2 days since somebody allegedly tried to kill Donald Trump again. And you're here at the podium in the White House briefing room calling him a threat. How many more assassination attempts on Donald Trump until the president and the vice president and you pick a different word to describe Trump other than threat?
Peter, if anything from this administration.
How you gonna switch this around? Because that's a good ass question. Like I just showed you the video, right? That's all they've been doing. Now is Trump getting shot at every other week? You know, it's obvious. You know, look like y'all been up to this, man. This is a plot. This is a ploy. And he asked her straight up, and she danced around this ballerina. She got on her dancing shoes.
I actually completely disagree with the premise of your question. The question that you're asking, it is also incredibly dangerous in the way that you're asking it.
The question is dangerous. Nah, that shit y'all was doing all these years, you know, from 2016 on up, 2015 really on up. You seen Snoop Dogg shooting. I forgot that lady name, the redhead lady, but she holding Trump head. Like it's crazy. You know, America and a thirst for blood is just, I mean, it is what it is, man. But it's getting a little bit too out of control, bro. Because like you want to see somebody get their head blown off on national TV, that's crazy to me. And even though I do believe it's staged, but at the same time, it's bringing out like I said, it's bringing out the worst in everybody, bro. This shit is bringing out the worst in everybody. And, you know, a lot of people don't know it's staged and will never know, right? Even though there's people like me. There's people that do this people that do this every day, trying to wake up as many people as possible, but This stuff is going down regardless, man. I don't care how many people you wake up, man. It ain't gonna be enough. All right. It will not be enough.
Because American people are watching. And to say that from an administration who has consistently condemned political violence, from an administration where the president called the former president and was thankful, grateful that he was okay, from an administration who has called out January 6th, called out the attack of Paul Pelosi, called out and said we need to lower the temperature after the Butler incident. And now for you to make that kind of comment in your question, because your question involved a comment and a statement. And, it is, that is also incredibly dangerous. When
Bitch, I'm sorry. I just had to. This bitch. Let's think people. Let's go through. Let's go through Sunday's games, man. Let's see what's up. Let's see what we got. Man, NFL. The Giants against the Browns. The fucking Giants suck, but for some reason I'm picking them this week. Giants against the Browns. Eagles against the Saints. Saints can go undefeated. Eagles ain't been looking that great. I'll probably skip that game. It's going to be a good one right here. Texas versus Vikings. That's going to be a good game right there. I'm leaning Vikings. Hopefully they can keep it rolling. All right. Texas is good, though. Buccaneers, Broncos. The Broncos fucking suck. I'm leaning Buccaneers. But, this is what happens, man. There's a pattern to this, and I'm trying to catch it. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I was like, last week, road teams won 10 games, and then the home teams won 6 games. So I'm looking at these patterns, right? 106 is black, all right? Like 106 in part. But then the week before that, home teams won 11 games, and the road teams won 5, right? And the election's on 11/5. November 5th is the election. So I'm trying to see what pattern's going to jump off this week. Maybe a 9-7 or a 9-6. All right. But we just got to see, man. We got to see. You get a few games, and then probably you can fill out the rest after that, right? But home team, road team, that's the way I'm looking at this. This week is that number at the end, Monday night. What's going to be the total number of home games won versus the total number of road games won? I think that's that pattern right there. We might be able to take down some parlays. All right, parlay is dangerous, right? I'm one game, one team better. Parlays is dangerous, man, because they got these trap games set up. Like a lot of these seem like trap games, like this Broncos and Buccaneers. That seemed like a trap game. That seemed like a trap game. The Giants and Browns, it seemed like a trap game. Because the Broncos and the Giants, they both suck. But it's the NFL. Any given Sunday, somebody can win, right? Packers, Titans. The Packers starting quarterback, Jordan Love, is still hurt, right? Last week, Packers went into Indianapolis, beat my team with their backup quarterback. Now, the backup quarterback is going to come and try to go 2-0, right, against the Titans. When the Titans suck, I'm leaning Titans. I'm definitely leaning Titans. I can't see this backup quarterback coming in, all right, winning 2 games in a row with Jordan Love. He ain't that hurt. He's coming back, right? It ain't like it's a season in the injury. So Jordan Love will be back. And so I think when he come back, they can win that next game. But this game right here, I'm leaning Titans. I'm definitely leaning Titans. The Bears and Colts, I don't want nothing to do with this game, bro. I got to watch it. So I'm fading that game. I'm probably gonna fade that game too. But if I had to lean one way, I'll lean towards the Colts. The Chargers and Steelers. The Steelers ain't scored a lot of touchdowns. Right, their defense has been superior. Right, the Chargers, they got a hurt quarterback, but they do got Jim Harbaugh, and Michigan won last night in a big game. Right, college football. One of the biggest games yesterday was Michigan versus USC. They used to play in the Rose Bowl, right? We know O.J. Simpson died. So USC, of course, they're a team to be dealt with, but Michigan got that win last night. Jim Harbaugh is tied to Michigan, so that's another game, man. I really don't want no part of it, but if I had to lean one way, I probably would lean towards the Chargers. Right. Dolphins and Seahawks. Backup quarterback coming in for Tua. Tua got hurt. So, I believe all the money is going to be pouring in on the Seahawks, which this could be a trap game right here. That could be a trap game. But I think I'm definitely leaning Seahawks though. But one of these backup quarterbacks is going to get a win. Between the Packers and the Dolphins. Oh, they could both lose. Nah, the Panthers, they got a backup quarterback too. Andy Dalton, which he really ain't no backup. This is a dude used to play for Cincinnati. Used to be throwing about Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Mazada. Andy Dalton can play. He could put some points on the board. But it's crazy because I'm still gonna lean towards the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're in Nevada. They're playing in Nevada. Nevada, if you spell out Nevada in the Gematria, they come out to 47. Right? Nevada and 47. So I want to lean Panthers, but this is gonna be a good game. And this might be the Kamala game right here because she's from Oakland, home of the Black Panthers, and Oakland used to be the home of the Raiders too. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this game because that's the Kamala game right there. 49ers Rams. I think the 49ers bounce back and get a dub against the Rams. But they got a lot of hurt players, man. The 49ers ain't been playing like how we expect them to play. But I can see them bouncing back, getting a road victory. Right, Lions and Cardinals. The Cardinals been balling out. That's the surprise team of the year. The Cardinals against the Lions. Lions went to, I think, the NFC Championship last year. So, they're still a good team. They got a good coach, a good fiery coach. That's a tough one right there. That's gonna be a good game. The game that Tom Brady is calling is the Ravens and the Cowboys. This fool has called every Cowboy game. What the hell is going on? I'm starting. Shout out to Heather because she got me thinking like this because I'm thinking like, right, matter of fact, this might be the Super Bowl right here. What's today's date? 9/22. And your boy, Derrick Henry, wears number 22. We up here, I conversate with a few people offline, and it's crazy that we didn't almost came up with the conclusion this is going to be the Super Bowl, right? Ravens, Cowboys. Tom Brady is calling the game. He has called every Cowboy game thus far, right? Kendrick Lamar, right? Like that Kendrick Lamar Jackson. And then you got the Cowboys. You spell out Dallas, it equals 113, right? And then we seen the other day that Dak Prescott is from Louisiana, which is going to be the home of the Super Bowl this year. And then Kendrick Lamar performing. His birthday is 6/17. That's 113 prime number. Spell out Dallas, it equals 113. Jerry Jones is born on October 13th, which is remove the zero. That's 1132. Right. I was looking at that 113 because that's a big Kobe number, big basketball number, but it's right here. It is right here. And everything's kind of pointing to that 113. And this could be a Super Bowl matchup. But Tom Brady calling the game. It is 50 days from Tom Brady's last birthday. 50 for United States, 50 states. All right. The Cowboys are 1-5 against the Ravens. Yeah. Cowboys 1-5 against the Ravens. I'm leaning Cowboys. Now, this is the game I want to see right here. Chiefs Falcons. Okay, this is Sunday night game. We're gonna be able to watch it. This is shout out to the NFL. These are two good games. Ravens, Cowboys, Chiefs, Falcons. A lot of star power gonna be in both of these games. I'm leaning Falcons. I got my reasons why. I got my reason why for both of these, man. Why I'm leaning Cowboys, why I'm leaning Falcons. It's hard for me to bet against Mahomes, though. It's very difficult. And the Ravens they need a win, right? This is what everybody keeps saying, but to me, I don't think the Ravens need a win this week. I think it's gonna take one more week for them to get it together. Then they can start rolling after this week. I think the big storyline tomorrow is going to be the 0-3 Ravens and how they let this game get away. I think both of these games going to be close. Ravens, Cowboys, Chiefs, Falcons. Right, going down to Atlanta, the new home of the Boule. All right, the NFL's favorite son. He's born on September 17th. The NFL started on September 17th. That's Mahomes we'll talk about. So we'll see what's up with that, man. Jaguars, Bills. I like the Bills to make the playoffs. I don't like them in this game. So I'm leaning Jaguars. And then Commanders and Bengals. Like I said, the United States hate Tigers, right? The United States is born 1776, right? Constitution, 1776. There was a second constitution wrote after the Civil War, right? Like 1870. And that's the Constitution that we under today. Ain't that an old Constitution? We under that new 1870 Constitution. And there was a reason why they wrote that new Constitution, because these indigenous people, right? They had to make some new rules. All that every man is equal shit, that was out the door after the Civil War, right? Because America went broke. America went broke a few times. So yeah, shit, man. That game gonna be tough. I want to lean toward the Bengals because the Bengals need to win too. Matter of fact, if the Ravens lose, I can see the Bengals winning. All right, but like I said, America hates Tigers, and we're Washington D.C. Commanders, right? Another war team. They could get that upset. So let's see, because like I said, home teams versus road teams. Those wins and losses, we got to take that into consideration, because at the end of the week, I've been seeing that home teams versus road teams, wins and losses. There's some occult information behind that, and that could help us. That could really help us. So boom, I'm gonna go Bengals home team win. So that's one home team. One for the home team. 2, Falcons win. 3, Cowboys win. 4, 5, 6, Colts win. 7, 8. 9. I don't know about that one. 10. I mean, the Saints got to win. That'll be 11. Because, all right, let's go to the road teams. Giants win. Road team. Chargers win. Road team. 2. '49ers win. 3. Four. Jaguars win. Lions win. That'll make 5. That'll be 11 and 5. Yeah, that'll be 11 and 5. If it play out like that. So you got Giants 1. Two Chargers. 3 49ers. 4 Lions. And 5 Jaguars. That'll be 11 and 5. Wins and losses from road team to home. That's the way I'm looking at it. Definitely not guaranteeing anything. I'm just, maybe it works out like that, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, hit all. Got some people in the building, man, this early. What's good with y'all? What's up to everyone in the chat? Good morning, Leo. Good morning. Thank you for the early live. Ain't no problem. We got to hit that like button for my guy. Much love. Appreciate that. Yeah, please hit that like button. Help out the channel, man. Help us grow. For sure. If Trump go, I don't think it will be by a weapon. You think he's gonna die a natural death? Natural death? Or they put some poison in? The first, I think 4 or 5 presidents all died on July 4th, and most of it was by poison. I didn't even know this till like a few weeks ago. George Washington was poisoned. He didn't die a natural death. The dude was poisoned. I didn't know that. He had beef with the Jesuits. So did Lincoln. Lincoln had beef with the Jesuits. Like all them first few presidents, they was trying to get away from the Jesuits. That's probably the reason why they came over here, to get away from the Jesuits. And, the Jesuits ended up killing a few presidents on July 4th, 7-4. All right. Diddy got caught with hella baby. Texans, Oilers, can we say super? Okay. Diddy got caught with hella baby. What he did, he had like a lifetime supply of baby. That dude is nasty. That's nasty. You gotta be a freak, boy, to get a lifetime supply of baby oil, man. You know, some other shit, man. Yo, man, peace to y'all, man. Happy Sunday, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. We out of here. Peace.